Winter has a way of lying to you. It tells you the silence is peaceful, that the cold is clean, that being alone is safe. But one winter vacation, deep in the northern US, I learned something important. Silence isn't empty, it's listening. Because on the coldest night of that trip, and when the snow was falling so hard it erased the world, someone knocked on my cabin door, and whatever was standing outside didn't leave footprints. Before I continue, let me ask you something. If you were completely alone, no neighbors, no cell service, miles from help, and someone knocked at 3:17 a.m., would you open the door? I didn't, and that decision might be the only reason I'm telling this story. A few years ago, I booked a winter vacation to clear my head. No work, no people, just snow, trees, and a small rented cabin, advertised as quiet and remote. They weren't lying. The nearest town was over 40 minutes away. The road leading to the cabin wasn't even plowed daily. When I arrived, the owner told me one thing before leaving. If the weather gets bad, don't go outside at night. At the time, I laughed. I thought he meant wild animals. I was wrong. The first 2 nights were calm. Too calm. Snow absorbs sound in a way that feels unnatural. Even your own movements feel muted, like the world is holding its breath. On the third night, a storm rolled in. Heavy snow, strong wind. Temperatures dropped fast. Around 2 a.m., I woke up suddenly. No nightmare, no noise. Just that instinctive feeling that something was wrong. You know the one. Like when your body wakes up before your brain can explain why. I remember thinking, great. Horror movies have officially ruined my ability to relax. But then I heard it. Knock. Not loud. Not aggressive. Careful. Like whoever was outside didn't want to wake the whole forest. Escalation. The visitor. I froze. The knocking came again. 3 slow taps. I didn't move. I didn't speak. The cabin had one small window next to the door. I leaned just enough to see outside. There was someone standing there, tall, still, wearing something dark that blended into the night. Snow was falling hard, but it wasn't landing on them. Not on their shoulders, not on their head. It was like the snow avoided them. That's when my stomach dropped, because whatever that was, it wasn't reacting to the cold. Then it spoke. My name, softly. The problem, I never told anyone where I was going. I backed away from the door. The knocking stopped. For a moment, I thought it was over. Then I heard footsteps, not walking away, circling the cabin, slow, deliberate, crunch, crunch, until they stopped outside my bedroom window. Why is it that fear makes time feel slower, but your options disappear faster? Because in that moment I realized something. There was nowhere to go. Revelation, the truth. The heater shut off. The lights flickered. Then the power died completely. In the darkness I heard breathing. Not mine. Right outside the glass. I squeezed my eyes shut, and then silence. No footsteps. No knocking. Just the storm. Morning came. I opened the door. The snow around the cabin was untouched. No footprints, except for one set, pressed directly against the wall. Bare feet, facing inward, like whatever had visited the cabin never actually left. I packed my things in under 5 minutes. I didn't clean. I didn't eat. I didn't even lock the door behind me. I drove through falling snow, with my hands shaking so badly I could barely hold the wheel. When I reached the main road, my phone finally got a signal. I had 12 missed calls, all from the cabin owner. The last voicemail was time-stamped 1:58 a.m. His voice sounded scared. He said, "I forgot to tell you, if someone knocks in winter, don't answer, and if it knows your name, leave everything and go." I never went back, but sometimes, in the middle of winter, I still wake up at night, certain I can hear careful knocking, 3 slow taps, and a voice outside saying my name. If you think that was disturbing, the next story is worse. Because in my next video, I share a true neighbor night mystery. One that proves you don't need isolation for horror. Sometimes it lives right next door. Click the next video and I'll tell you what really happens when your neighbor never sleeps.